Waiting changes the way everything feels. What once felt hopeful now feels heavy. What once felt purposeful now feels slow. You wake up expecting movement, expecting answers, expecting some sign that things are finally shifting. And when nothing happens, the wait grows quietly. You don't talk about it much. You don't complain the way you want to. You've learned how to smile through it, how to keep going, how to tell yourself to be patient. But deep down, you're tired, not physically, emotionally, spiritually tired of waiting for things to make sense. Waiting stretches time. Days feel longer. Prayers feel quieter. And hope starts to feel like work instead of rest. You begin asking questions you never planned to ask. How long is too long? What if this never changes? What if I misunderstood God? The hardest part isn't the waiting itself. It's the feeling of being stuck between what was promised and what is happening now. Between faith and frustration. Between trust and exhaustion. You did what you were supposed to do. You stayed faithful. You kept praying. You didn't walk away when it would have been easier. And still, you are here, waiting. That's why. This feels so personal, because waiting doesn't just delay outcomes. It tests endurance. It presses on trust. It reveals how tired your heart really is. There comes a moment when patience turns into weariness, when hope starts feeling fragile, when you wonder if you still have the strength to keep believing the same prayer. If that's where you are right now, hear this carefully. Being tired of waiting does not mean you lack faith. It means you have been faithful for a long time. It means you have endured quietly. It means you have not given up, even when nothing around you has changed. Waiting is not a sign that God is ignoring you. It is not proof that your prayers were unheard. And it is not evidence that you are behind. Waiting is often where God does his most precise work. Waiting removes the illusion that you control outcomes. It strips away timelines you depended on. It forces your heart to confront what it trusts. When answers don't arrive on schedule, you start realizing how much peace you attach to progress, how much reassurance you needed from movement, how often you measured God's presence by results. And none of this makes you weak. It makes you honest. There is a difference between waiting with expectation and waiting while exhausted. One is hopeful. The other feels empty. But God sees both. And now, hear this as if Jesus himself was speaking directly to you. I know you are tired. I know the waiting has lasted longer than you imagined. I know you are holding faith with hands that feel weak. And I want you to know this. I have not forgotten you. I have not delayed you without purpose. And I am not testing you to see how much you can endure. I am with you in the waiting. You are not failing because you feel tired. you are not disappointing me. Because your strength feels thin. Rest is not something you earn after answers come. Rest is something I offer you even now. Waiting does not mean nothing is happening. It means something is forming slowly, deeply, intentionally. Some answers require growth before arrival. Some blessings require preparation before release. Some outcomes would overwhelm you if they came before you were ready to carry them. God does not rush what must last. Waiting builds a kind of strength that success never teaches. It teaches you how to trust without clarity, how to remain without reassurance, how to believe without proof. And that kind of faith changes you. You begin to notice how you respond to silence, how you handle disappointment, how you speak to yourself when answers delay. Waiting exposes not just what you want, but why you want it. God is not just working on what you are waiting for. He is working on how you will receive it. He is shaping your expectations. He is deepening your trust. He is strengthening your roots. That is why this feels so slow. If God moved too quickly, you would rely on outcomes instead of Him. If everything came easily, your faith would remain shallow. If answers arrived without delay, your dependence would never deepen. Waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. And there are things God is protecting you from by not moving yet. Doors that would have opened too soon. Situations that would have overwhelmed you. Versions of success that would have cost you peace. What feels like delay is often mercy disguised as stillness. There is also something waiting teaches you that nothing else can. It teaches you how to rest without certainty, how to breathe without control, how to trust without guarantees. That is where surrender becomes real. Not surrender that gives up. Surrender that lets go. Surrender that says, I don't understand the timing, but I trust the one who holds it. And if your heart feels worn down right now, if your prayers feel quieter, if your hope feels fragile, that is exactly where this prayer meets you. God, you see this heart that is tired of waiting. You know how long they have hoped, trusted, and endured without answers. You see the questions they carry and the strength it takes just to keep believing. Give rest where exhaustion has settled. Give peace where timelines have disappeared. Teach them to trust you, not because things are moving, but because you are. Present even in stillness. Remind them that waiting is not wasted, that you are not late, that you are not distant, that you are working even when progress cannot be seen. Let their heart rest in you now. Let their strength be renewed quietly. Let their faith breathe again without pressure. Waiting does not define them. This season does not limit them, and this delay does not determine their future. You are still writing their story. If you are tired of waiting, you are not alone. If your strength feels thin, you are still held. If answers feel far away, God is closer than you think. Remain, trust, rest. What you are waiting for is not forgotten, and neither are you. Amen.